record. The fastest player in the history, 30-year history of the WNBA, the fastest player in the history of all of the WNBA's time to reach 600 assists. She did it in just 72 games, guys. Do you think Stephanie White congratulated her on breaking a record? Do you think, but before we get into it, do you think so?
Everyone, what you're about to hear has sent shockwaves through the basketball world in a way few people ever expected. Welcome back to another exciting and fascinating video, and trust me, this story only becomes more surprising as it unfolds. So, without wasting another second, let's dive straight into everything that happened. At the highest level of the basketball business, the sport's entire corporate structure appears to have reached a dramatic turning point. Following what many are calling the most damaging CEO leak in WNBA history, the multi-billion-dollar basketball business now finds itself surrounded by growing uncertainty and intense speculation. Behind closed doors, the ambitious ownership group of the Los Angeles Sparks reportedly executed a carefully planned double acquisition strategy. And today, we're breaking down the documentary evidence that has fueled this massive conversation. For months, international media believed the West Coast organization was preparing one enormous move centered solely around Caitlin Clark. Instead, the internet was hit with a stunning development that completely shifted the conversation. Reports claim Caitlin Clark presented a private, non-negotiable condition before any agreement could move forward. According to those claims, the message was simple. Without Sophie signing as well, the reported $50 million deal would not happen. The Sparks front office reportedly acted without hesitation, completing a calculated double signing that secured both franchise stars in one decisive move during a carefully coordinated late-night operation. The Indiana Fever now find themselves at the center of widespread financial speculation following what many have described as an extraordinary loss. At the same time, head coach Stephanie White has become a major focus after her emotional television appearance drew significant attention. The balance of corporate influence appears to have shifted dramatically. League executives are facing growing public scrutiny, while reports of a private ultimatum continue to circulate. According to the narrative surrounding these events, the countdown to what some view as the complete collapse of the Fever's remaining credibility has officially reached its end. To fully understand why this reported double departure is being described as a defining turning point for Caitlin Clark's career, it's important to first examine the difficult locker room environment she was said to experience in Indiana. Throughout the season, the coaching staff was accused of relying on controversial bench rotations, questionable late-game isolation, and passive-aggressive messaging during press conferences. Critics argued these decisions limited the commercial momentum surrounding one of basketball's biggest young stars. Yet those making those assumptions underestimated Clark's ability to think several steps ahead. Away from the spotlight, she was reportedly building an exceptionally strong relationship with Sophie, the teammate who consistently stood beside her through every reported organizational setback. When the Sparks reportedly arrived with a massive $50 million offer, Clark's response allegedly went far beyond simply accepting the proposal. According to the claims, she used the opportunity to make a firm and calculated decision while looking directly across the table at the West Coast executives. Her position was clear from the very beginning. She was not prepared to make the move unless Sophie came with her as well. If you're enjoying this coverage, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 91% of the people watching still haven't subscribed. It costs absolutely nothing, only takes a single second, and your support truly helps the channel continue creating videos like this. So, have you subscribed yet? If you already have, thank you so much. We genuinely appreciate your continued support. Now, let's get right back into the story.
Shelbourne letting it be known. This new ownership group is heavily involved in making changes that could have a lasting impact on the team. And this is the ownership group, the Walter Group. They came in and made the big splash for Luka Doncic. They're the ones, they're not bringing back LeBron James. They are ushering in the new faces of the league, and there's no bigger face in women's sports than Caitlin Clark. The Walter Group is looking to get Caitlin Clark locked in LA. They see the malpractice that's going on, and you better believe they're going to be scouring the market for a GM that may have a good relationship with Caitlin Clark or Caitlin Clark's representation, somewhere where they can tie this thing together. This ownership group is looking to make a move. Now, head coach Lynn Roberts spoke about this. She spoke about the important ways. She spoke about Cameron Brink, a bunch of stuff. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes.
To make sure Sophie could leave the difficult situation in the Midwest alongside her, Clark reportedly insisted that Sophie receive top-tier contract terms immediately. In doing so, Clark was portrayed as staying several moves ahead, avoiding every challenge the Fever's front office allegedly placed in her path by requiring the Sparks to complete a coordinated double acquisition that would strengthen both the team and its future beyond the court. The Los Angeles Sparks ultimately moved forward with what many have described as a major double acquisition. The moment the reported financial framework behind this dual agreement began circulating beyond tightly protected internal systems, the Indiana front office was met with an immediate wave of uncertainty. Los Angeles reportedly offered far more than a standard player acquisition package. Instead, the organization was said to have executed a carefully structured business strategy designed to capitalize on the growing administrative tensions surrounding the Fever. According to the claims, the Sparks established a dual payroll structure that worked alongside outside West Coast technology partnerships, supported by substantial international venture capital investment, while operating within league financial guidelines. As news of the reported double signing spread, executive boardrooms throughout the professional basketball world were thrown into an extraordinary level of discussion and speculation. The scale of the move quickly became one of the biggest talking points across the corporate side of the sport, with many closely watching how its long-term impact could reshape future negotiations and organizational strategies.
Is just they play fast, and I think she helps them play faster. So we've got to be really aware of that. And that's why, our defense on, when did we play? Monday? And the half court wasn't bad. It was our live ball turnovers that just turned into fast break points in 3 seconds. You do that against Indiana, it's going to be 2 points in 2 seconds. So we've got to take care of the ball. And obviously your pickup point begins higher with Caitlin out there. She can shoot it once across the half court, and she will. So obviously she's another tremendous player to add to them. And the first time we played them, she played. Last time she didn't. So we've seen both.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She'll shoot it as soon as she cross half court. It seemed like everybody around the league be recognizing the greatness of Caitlin Clark, except the damn coach that she has. And Lynn Roberts went on to laud about Kate Martin as well, who looks like she might be there long term with the Sparks. Look at this interaction post game between Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin. Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Caitlin, like, look, man, don't even worry about it. You looking good in this purple and gold. I can't wait to join you. I can't wait to join you in LA, girl. I miss you, bestie. Caitlin is ready to get to LA for good. Caitlin is ready to get to LA permanently. Let's take a look at what Lynn Roberts had to say about Kate Money Martin.
At this level. But when she is out there, what kind of advantages do you have? She's able to slide like that way.
Yeah, and I mean, desperate times seek desperate measures, right? So we are.
According to the claims surrounding these developments, major network sponsors were urged to immediately pause local Midwest marketing investments. Executives reportedly came to believe that two of the sport's biggest television attractions had carefully planned a long-term future away from Indiana. The broader corporate response has been described as unfolding with remarkable precision, as the organizations once believed to be in complete control now find themselves facing the consequences of those unexpected developments. Much of the public conversation has now shifted toward head coach Stephanie White, whose leadership has become the subject of intense online criticism following these reports. According to the narrative circulating across social media, her professional reputation has faced significant challenges as fans continue debating the situation. What once appeared to be a position of complete organizational control has, according to critics, turned into an increasingly difficult professional situation as the reported events unfolded. Reports and unverified internal claims suggest that White was caught off guard after learning that both of the team's cornerstone players had reportedly agreed to contracts with a West Coast organization. Those same claims describe the moment as emotionally overwhelming for the coaching staff, though they remain unconfirmed. Meanwhile, discussions among stakeholders have reportedly intensified, with calls for greater accountability and multiple emergency leadership meetings said to be taking place as the organization evaluates its next steps.
That's what Caitlin Clark is thinking. Now let's get to when she actually brings up Caitlin Clark, and she's going to refuse to give her credit and congratulate her on breaking a record.
Players in double figures. Prepare the ball. See, welcome back, baby. Yeah.
That's all I get, huh? A welcome back. Welcome back. I played 2 days ago. Y'all set me out the day after you played me 15 minutes. What do you mean a welcome back? Because I got to play 9 more minutes today? How about congratulations on breaking a record, 600 assists in 72 games, being the fastest player in the history to do it? No? Won't mention that, huh? Okay, let's see.
Collective effort. See, welcome back, baby. Yeah. Collective effort. Our energy, our toughness, our ability to withstand runs, big shots, so in that. Hey, but most important thing, y'all, 3 wins out on the road trip. A collective effort every night. When we played connected as we did on both ends of the floor, nobody can stop it.
Now, do y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? Y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? The Stephanie White, oh, Kelsey Mitchell! None of that for Caitlin. None of that. Insane. I don't even think, I don't think you can be this, like,